He didn't say, son, let me preserve the prayer for you. You better pray. Because the father could just say, pray, right? You better finish your maghrib. Better. The father realizes something. My little boy is not going to be a little boy for that long. He's going to be a young man. And when he's a young man and when she's a young woman, I will have no say in their choices, even if they pretend that they have a say. I become my own person. I have my own thoughts. I have my own feelings. I have my own world that I live in inside my head. And he says, listen, I won't be able to preserve it for you. I can teach you what to do, but if you don't maintain it and you don't preserve it, nobody else can help you. Nobody else can help you. Now that, if I can give you that, if I can make you feel that you will connect to Allah in the prayer, then you will have certain superpowers. You will have an ability that other people just do not have. You will have a gift and a strength that other people do not possess. When you're standing in front of Allah on Judgment Day, are you going to be afraid of anyone else? No. You're only going to be afraid of Allah. When you're standing in front of Allah on Judgment Day, are you going to be thinking about anybody else's actions? Anybody else's, what they think of you, or what they don't think of you? And whether they like you, or whether they don't like you? Or whether you're popular, or whether you're not popular? Or whether you're loved, or whether you're hated? Will any of that matter to you on Judgment Day? No. All of that will disappear. The only thing that will matter is Allah happy, is Allah not happy? Yes or no? That's the only thing that's going to matter. When you truly stand in front of Allah in Dhuhr, in Asr, in Maghrib, in Isha, you will live not caring about what anybody else thinks or expects, except who? Except Allah. And then when you come out of that, then your friends expect you to be a certain way. Your culture expects you to be a certain way. Your family expects you to be a certain way. Your society expects you to be a certain way. Your inner feelings expect you to be a certain way. And you learn to put all of them in their place and say, wait, I know all of you have your demands, and even your body has its own demands, but you will say, no, wait, I want to meet Allah's expectations first. And if I meet Allah's expectations, and that means I disappoint some of you, I'm okay with that. Because I got to stand in front of Allah. And I don't even have to wait till Judgment Day to stand in front of Allah. I have to have a meeting with Allah in about 2 hours at Asr. I got to stand in front of Him again. How am I going to face Him if I listen to you and not listen to Allah? You see what that does? It empowers you to not be afraid of people anymore. It empowers you to not be concerned about anybody. You can care about people, but so long as you're not violating what Allah wants. It makes you stronger. It makes a person truly, truly strong to stand by what's right. And you don't say, man, how am I going to answer Allah on Judgment Day? You start thinking, how am I going to answer Allah at Maghrib? How am I going to answer Him? I have to stand in front of Him, don't I? I'm going to stand in front of Him and I'm going to promise Him something. We worship only you. Oh yeah? What mouth am I going to take before Allah and say that when I was doing what I was doing? When I was saying what I was saying? When I was acting the way that I was acting? When you really connect to Allah, you start seeing it affecting everything that happens between the prayers. It affects your speech, it affects your actions, it affects your priorities, it affects what you're afraid of, it affects what you're hopeful of. Everything starts changing. So he gives his son the most powerful advice. Because at the end of the day, the father is letting his son know, you don't have to live up to my expectations, but you're definitely going to have to live up to Allah's expectations. A father and a son and a daughter and a mother, all of us are human. We can be alive one day, we can be gone the next. We can be alive 1 hour, we can be gone the next. So your father used to yell at you to pray, and he's not there anymore. May Allah preserve all of our parents, right? Your mother used to be there, she's not there anymore. Your son used to be there, they're not there anymore. Allah can take, it's Allah's life. He can take, He can give, and He can take, right? But you know what? Whoever comes and goes, you can say, well, now nobody's telling me to not stay up late. Nobody's waking me up for Fajr. I can sleep in peace. I don't live with my mom anymore, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And the father is telling his son, it's not about me. It was never about me. Wherever you are, فَأَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ فَأَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ. Whichever way you turn your faces, that's where you find Allah. That's where you find Allah. This is about us facing Allah Azza wa Jalla.